Well, I'm really proud of the work that I've done to improve handling of animals, that I've done to improve humane slaughter. When I first started in my career back in the 70s, there were a lot of very bad conditions in the 70s. Things are getting a whole lot better all around the world. I mean, animal welfare is getting to be increasingly an important issue. OIE now has animal welfare standards. Industry's come a long way since the 70s when I started. Well, I worked with McDonald's on implementing their animal welfare auditing program for large slaughter plants in the U.S. I've also done McDonald's training in other countries. When a large meat buyer uses their economic strength to bring about changes, it can bring about great changes. I saw huge improvements in stunning and livestock handling at slaughter plants as a result of McDonald's and other large meat buyers auditing their suppliers. Well, animals definitely feel pain, they feel fear. We need to make sure that when we raise animals, we give them a good life. And when it's time to go to the slaughter plant, it's made painless. People need to remember, nature is harsh. When the predators kill other animals, it is very harsh. The canids, they'll eat your guts out while you're still alive. So a farm animal that goes to a modern slaughter plant, that's going to be much easier, but it's got to be done right. There's many scientists worked on measuring behavior needs, and there's very objective measures for measuring these things. You can measure how heavy a door will the animal push open, how many times will it peck a switch to get something it wants, how long is it willing to stay off feed to get something that it wants. It can be measured in a very objective manner. One of my biggest concerns is what I call biological overload. And what happens in biological overload is you push the animal's biology to produce more milk, or more beef or more pork, and you can push it too hard with genetics and cause problems. Like, for example, in fast-growing chickens, getting leg problems. Chicken industry has worked on correcting some of those problems. Pushing dairy cows genetically or with BST, pushing beef cattle with things like beta agonist and drugs to put on muscle mass, and then you can get problems when you push that biology too hard. Weakness, lameness, heat stress problems. I think in the future that's going to be a big concern as people push each animal to produce more and more and more till the biology of the animal starts to have problems. Well, there's been big improvements in animal handling and the stunning methods used at slaughter plants. That is something that's rapidly improving around the world. There's been big changes just since the late 90s in the U.S. There's big changes taking place in South America. All over the world, people are making improvements. There's still a lot of areas of the world where a lot more improvements need to be made, and they still have problems. I think some of the greatest changes will take place through economics. In other words, large meat buying companies, McDonald's, Tesco, supermarkets, large meat buying customers insisting on high standards, both animal welfare and food safety. In fact, I spend most of my consulting time now working with large buyers because they're in a situation where they can bring about great change. Latin America is rapidly improving. They've come a long way just in the last 10 years. I was so happy at this conference, all the students that were here that are really interested in animal welfare. We got many young professional people, veterinarians, going into the industry that are going to be very interested in animal welfare, and I think that's a wonderful thing. Well, sow gestation stalls, that's a degree of confinement. It's definitely going to need to be phased out. The industry is going to need time to phase that out. The industry is going to need to come up with innovations for better group housing systems. I was very interested in the poster you had here at this conference on feeding tryptophan, which is a natural substance to help reduce fighting when you mix sows. There are certain behavior needs that a hen wants, like she has a high motivation to have a private nest box. That's very, very well documented. That's one amenity in a housing system we need to give a hen. Now, we have to have systems that are also going to be economical. And I think what's going to end up happening in the world is you're going to have all your high-end markets, organic niche markets for the high-end customers. That might be 25% of your market. But then we still have to have an affordable commercial egg because we've got a lot of really low-income, poor people. And for that high-end, for the cheaper egg, there's certain things we definitely need to give the hen. Private nest box and a perching area and enough height so that she can walk with her normal walking. Well, consumers can vote with their pocketbook, and consumers are demanding to know more about their food. I think the agriculture industry needs to be a lot more transparent. We need to show everything that we do. When a slaughterhouse works right, the animals walk up the ramp real calmly. They'd have the same amount of stress they might have in a farm veterinary shoot. Do things right can really work right. I think we need to put videos up and just show what we do. I'm finding the public is very curious. Also, many members of the public are have a big, huge lack of knowledge. There's many people that just don't know how things work. There was a recent survey done in the UK where 10% of the people thought that meat and milk came from grain. There's a complete lack of knowledge of where their food comes from.